So one of the biggest FTC fines in history sees Epic Games paying more than $500 million with the B in fines and refunds.
I should certainly spice things up a bit.
What's up, everybody? I hope that you had a great holiday season and that you got everything on your wish list. Unfortunately for Epic Games, it looks like they ended up on Santa's naughty list. So Epic Games has been accused of using dark practices, and with the investigation from FTC, they have to pay back $245 million in refunds and $275 million to the U.S. Treasury.
It's a lot of quiche, you know?
I have the article pulled up. Let's take a look, and then we'll talk after. Okay, so this is going to be coming from Ars Technica. FTC brings a $520 million hammer down on Epic Games for Fortnite complaints. Massive fines highlight stricter enforcement standards for children in online games. And this is written by Kyle Orland. And he does a fantastic job with this. Epic Games will pay over $500 million to settle 2 Federal Trade Commission complaints regarding the company's use of children's private information and its use of dark patterns to encourage accidental in-game purchases. The penalties, which the FTC says are some of the largest imposed in the organization's history, also come with imposed changes to the way Epic handles purchases and player interactions in its online games. In Kyle, he's actually going to go into what he means by dark patterns, or what the FTC means by dark patterns. So just bear with it, we'll get there. Copying to COPPA, bringing light to dark patterns. And at first I grabbed my brow and I was like, ugh, but I have to admit, it's really, really clever. So kudos to Kyle. The FTC's first complaint alleged that Fortnite failed to comply with the COPPA, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, rules, parental notice, consent, review, and deletion requirements. The alleged violations include turning voice and text chat features on by default for young players, as well as publicly broadcasting their account names in the game, which for kids it should be reversed, right? The default for anyone under 18 is to turn voice and chat off. You know what I mean? Turn voice chat off. I'll get into my thoughts on it afterwards, but yeah, they definitely have that backwards. Epic has recently changed those policies, implementing default settings for players under 18 that limit chat, hide usernames, also that, and allowing joining of parties by invite only. Epic also pointed to this month's rollout of cabined accounts, and I'm not going to even act like I know what that means. If you know what that means, leave it in the comments, which limits full access to online features for young children's accounts until they are verified by an adult. Just keep reading. You'll figure it out, I guess. In a separate complaint, the FTC said that Epic often charged Fortnite players for in-game items without their express informed consent. The use of design tricks known as dark patterns led to millions of complaints to Epic and disputes of unauthorized charges with credit card providers, according to the FTC. Until late 2018, for instance, Epic automatically stored the credit card information for everyone who made a single purchase in Fortnite and didn't require the CVV code on the back of the card security information for further purchases. That made it easy for many children to make additional purchases without their parents' consent, according to the FTC. My gosh. Epic also drew criticism from the FTC for putting the purchase button for in-game items right next to the preview styles button, and offering no subsequent purchase confirmation prompt in the case of misplaced clicks. And while Epic introduced an undo purchase button in July 2019, it was eventually made less prominent and harder for customers to find. And I gotta say, as much as I want to be on the side of, giving them the benefit of the doubt, that really seems shady, right? In Epic's case. In response to the FTC's complaints, Epic says it will now reconfirm a player's intent to buy via a hold to purchase button on its storage pages. The company is also offering instant purchase cancellations and self-service refunds, hopefully obviating the need to go through a credit card company to deal with some complaints. And when a credit card chargeback happens, Epic will no longer automatically assume it is related to fraud and ban the affected account. I think that is, that just seems really silly to me, that if somebody wants a refund, it was like, oh, that's fraud, then ban them. Come on, man. A new world of enforcement. According to the FTC investigation, Epic was well aware of what it was doing in both of these cases. By reducing the prominence of the undo purchase button, for instance, Epic reduced the net undo rate by 35%, according to an Epic product manager cited in the FTC complaint. And 35%, when you're talking about like hundreds of millions of dollars, that's huge. That's huge. As for COPPA, one unnamed Epic employee cited by the FTC said in an email, "I think you both know this, but our voice and chat controls are total crap as far as kids and parents go. It's not a good thing. It was on my list a year ago, but never bubbled to the surface. This is one of those things that the company generally has weak will to pursue, but really impacts our overall system and perception. I've made a COPPA I've made a COPPA compliant game and we are far from it, but we don't need to be that far. Epic will pay $275 million to the US Treasury to settle the COPPA complaint, and an additional $245 million paid for the dark patterns complaint will be used to refund affected customers. The four FTC commissioners voted unanimously to impose both penalties. Beyond Epic, though, the large fine should serve as a warning to other online game developers to take protections like these more seriously. In his blog post regarding the settlements, Epic warns that while Fortnite is rated T for teen by the ESRB, developers can no longer assume such a rating won't be deemed to be directed to children under COPPA. Epic also offered other cautions about the new enforcement regime the entire industry will not operate under. The video game industry is a place of fast-moving innovation, where player expectations are high and new ideas are paramount. Statutes written decades ago don't specify how gaming ecosystems should operate. The laws have not changed, but their application has evolved, and long-standing industry practices are no longer enough. The old status quo for in-game commerce and privacy has changed, and many developer practices should be reconsidered. Man, gaming is for everyone, and I'll probably keep gaming until the day that I die. But when you're bringing all these gamers of all ages together like this, your main priority should be on protecting the ones that are under 18. Epic either forgot that, or they were intentionally targeting kids to make more money. And like I said, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but through the FTC investigation, I think they might have the bigger picture here. Either way, I'm just glad that they were incentivized to take it more seriously. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you made it this far, you're the true MVPs. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to share it out. There's another video popping up. And in the meantime, keep it casual. Peace.